Was the withdrawal agreement full of holes that need to be plugged?
So what's... No, look, so what we're seeing at the moment is, I think we're on the brink of this big capitulation, and that one of the big things that was won when we left the EU was that we could make our own rules, we could make our own regulations. And actually what we're seeing is that the government appears poised to sign up to what's called dynamic alignment. And dynamic alignment means that we will have to follow the EU's rules on a whole host of regulation that affect trade and goods and fishing, goods and food. But we won't get a say on how those rules are created, and that's not what the British people voted for in 2016. What the British people voted for was independence and sovereignty, and it looks like this is just going to be a rollover on that.
I know, but Boris Johnson said it was an oven-ready deal, but hasn't it caused problems at the border with long waits for lorries, food going off inside, exports down, imports down? Problems over defence and security pacts, still a problem with migration across the border. I appreciate stopping the boats wasn't a priority in 2020, but it's become a priority now.
So if you look back to 2015, Camilla, the volume of UK trade with the rest of the world was about £1 trillion, just over £1 trillion. And by 2023, that had become over £1.5 trillion. So all this nonsense that people were coming out with during the Brexit debate, all this stuff that we heard from the Remainers and the Labour Party about how it was going to kill UK trade with the world, just turned out to be total rubbish, right? So you always have to look at these debates through the prism of what has actually happened since. What's actually happened since is that UK trade with the rest of the world has grown very sharply despite all of the nonsense that people spoke at the time.